Welcome back to the battlefield. Gonna kick off today's episode with a whole lot of recovery and preparation for dealing with this next faction, the Demete. So we've just taken City of Aboricon. We need to restabilize the region, rebuild our finances, and get going from there. So let's have at it. So far, I don't really think there's much else that needs to happen this turn. I think I can probably just go ahead and end the turn, move on to the next. It wouldn't be a bad idea to send Impera out to do a mission, but she has been betraying me a whole bunch lately. So maybe instead of sending her off to do something, we will send... What the heck? The Demete like me? I thought I was at war with them. Okay, we'll send her to organize games just to try and keep that public order high. I thought I was at war with these guys, but it is evident that I am not. I'm at war with the Irish, though. Alright, do I have any treaties with these guys? I do not. So they are still probably going to be my next target. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and replenish and get our troops back up to full strength, because we are going to need full strength to take on all these other Britannic tribes. I wouldn't be surprised if the Iceni declare war on me soon. I can't remember if they already have or not, now that I think about it. But they are going to be very difficult to uproot. Okay, this is interesting. This provides me a wonderful opportunity to go out and wipe out that army right off the bat. I'm a little confused as to why they decided to charge out. Or not charge out, but wander into my territory. But we will deal with that later. For now, let's get these guys leveled up. We want the construction rate and tax bonus, probably. Alright. Why did it keep telling me? It had the little skull next to my cursor, like my guys were going to take attrition. I don't quite understand why. Anyway, sorry, that's distracted me quite a bit. Oh, there it is again, though. Is that to say that this army is going to take attrition? Maybe I should just let them take some attrition over the end turn. At the same time, I would love to just get rid of these guys, but they do have some mercenary chariots that will be a little bit difficult to deal with.
I live to serve the people.
Especially given that I don't really have any spear units. So let's go ahead and recruit some spears.
Come, fight for us, lads.
Just to help us get ready to deal with those chariots. This army can't quite make it back to Den Eden. Can't quite make it back over there, so let's just go ahead and move over to here and then fortify. I guess I won't be making the attack this turn. Now, what do we build here? I'm thinking I probably have to go with the Sacred Enclosure, right? I would like to build the Warrior Lodge, but I think the Sacred Enclosure is probably the wiser decision, because I don't want to have to keep armies here in order to manage public order while I'm down conquering in the south. So let's go like that. We are still losing quite a bit of money per turn. Let's not worry too much about that for now. We can also tax the province. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's not do that. That puts us into the negative in food. Alright, well, one thing we can do is send this lady as an emissary to provide food for the next couple of turns. That will let us tax the province and not be in the negative on food faction-wide. Hopefully this works. If not, then we take a little bit of attrition or something like that. It would be nice if this army stayed up in this region, just because that will keep them nearby and let me wipe them out and hopefully take this city with no problem. One of the issues with taking this city is it's fairly close to the Irish settlement, and it might create an easy path for me to be attacked from.
Hail to the mother! How can I help?
Let's go ahead and pick up some more hidden warriors here. And then in this army, that's several units of spears. Let's go ahead and pick up one more and then start getting some slingers. Here, obviously, I need to go for food. Wait a minute, faction encountered. Oh, that's these guys, alright. Let's go ahead and check out diplomacy, see what options we have. I don't necessarily want to initiate any trade or non-aggression with these guys. It looks like they don't want it either, so that doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
there's a very small chance that any of these Britannic tribes would actually accept any diplomacy. Is there a chance the Irish would accept peace? No. Alright, well, we'll just focus on our own British Isles for probably the next, I don't know, 30 turns? And just work on unifying them. It'll be a little bit slow because I have to develop the economy to a degree. But, oh, do you know what? Oh, there's none available anyway, so it would be nice if another one of these troops became available because I really want to hire them. I really am a little bit concerned about these chariot units. But if we have enough archers and slingers and spears to protect our flanks, we should be fine. Let's go to the next turn. Alright, Demete. Go ahead and just stay here for one more turn. Ideally, they would leave their encamped stance, but stay right where they are, because they're not getting any... I don't know if they need any replenishment. I haven't actually looked at the unit health for any of the units in this army, but my armies are replenishing. And we are also able to recruit, so we should be able to eliminate these guys pretty confidently.
Ready for orders.
And I think now is as good a time as ever to go ahead and launch the attack. As expected, they retreated. It's going to be a nasty forest battle in here. Are there any? We could pick up some of these guys, but they're not really necessary. So alright, let's go ahead and see how my guys do against these chariots. And we'll also get a chance to see how these new I don't even remember what they're called, these new Britannic warriors fare in battle. Now I need to remember to not send any cavalry into their skirmishers, because they're spear skirmishers or spear slingers or whatever they are. So they'll actually do a lot of damage to my cav before they break. Instead, let's just shoot them. Alright, there's a little bit of a hill here. I don't really want to set up there just because I only have one unit of spears in this army. So we'll go ahead and set up the light swords as the sacrificial units. Keep these guys in reserve for now. Unit of spears out to this flank, and some heavy infantry to anchor this flank if the AI decides to get aggressive. And let's get it started. Oh no, I've forgotten a unit. Oh, it's cavalry, it's alright.
Andraste has granted me the strength.
Let's actually use the cavalry to do some scouting. That's something I don't do very often. Alright, let's keep the shock cav together. Let them fight as a unit. Put 3 spearmen on this flank. 3 spearmen on this flank. Let's just get them heading over this direction. We'll worry about the specifics later. Alright. Bowman. Set up here. Slingers. I guess just go right there. I'm not really too concerned about what you do. We'll send this unit of skirmishers up to the front as a sacrifice. Alright, good. The AI has taken a defensive position. As expected, let's go ahead and start making some moves here. What are these guys called again? Hidden warriors. I'd like to actually get them into the front line so they can do more of the fighting, but they're a slightly higher tier unit, so I'd rather, and they have javelins, so I'd rather, in terms of efficiency, I'd rather keep them alive and give them a chance to use their javelins. As we're moving through the trees in and out of hiding, it slows our units down a ton, so this approach will be quite gradual. Let's go ahead and try and keep that unit of cavalry hidden. Alright, they were just turning to face me. I was beginning to wonder if they were about to charge. They were not. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Where's the chariots? There's one unit on that, one unit on each flank, so it is good that I separated my spears. I wasn't really expecting them to have the range to fire on me this early. So let's go ahead and move the troops even further down. It's okay, we're letting the sacrificial unit take the damage. That's exactly what we want. These guys are throwing javelins that far? Holy cow. No, they're slingers. I was gonna say, my goodness gracious. That is an absurd distance. Alright, let's close the gap just a little bit further, let everyone get in range. You lot, go ahead and start targeting their chariots. See if we can draw at least one of these units of chariots back into combat. Archers, I need you to focus on these guys. Their chariots did not take the bait.
Cavalry! Riders, advance!
We're gonna do really, really minimal damage
Now! Ancestors,
with this. Come on, chariots. Come fight me. Alright, now, all of you charge. All of you charge. That's some bad micro that's gonna get these guys chewed up. Okay. 10 casualties? Yeah, that was not good, but it is what it is. Need to make sure the spears stay up with the rest of the infantry.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Let's have the archers go ahead and reset a little bit. We're not getting charge bonuses anywhere in here, which is a bit of a problem. Let's go try and catch these units.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Terrible micro on my part is leading to giving them some advantageous engagements, but that's okay for now. Okay, bowmen, keep working on these guys. Alright, we need to get our heavier swords into the fight sooner rather than later. Oh, they're ambushers. Yep, here goes the front line. That's okay. Those are just garbage troops anyway.
Warriors of Britain, ancestors, honor us!
Archers, go ahead and find a new target. Heavy infantry, go join the fight. I should be using my cavalry to run their troops down, but my micro is bad. What can I say? Go ahead and send these guys in after the cavalry. Have all of the archers target that one area. Go ahead and have the slingers. The slingers really shouldn't be firing at this point.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Go ahead and keep working all of these guys out and around the flanks.
Spears!
Alright, well, not a particularly difficult fight, obviously. It was still sloppy, but I'm not too worried about it. Let the archers cease fire for now. They have pin-cushioned that entire area. Try and get the spears out and around the rear. Well, no wonder you're not doing well. Your formation's all kinds of messed up. Just trying to get the troops around the rear so that we can hopefully catch most of them while they're retreating. The less times we have to fight them, the better. Or the less units we have left to kill in the next battle, the better.
Warriors, ready! Tribesmen! Proud sons of Britain, battle ready and eager!
Alright, we'll just go ahead and let this play out. Most of them should be dead already. We can go ahead and send the generals out to finish off some of these units. There's not going to be too many more to go after.
The enemy general is dead. Our hidden units have
Just
been
catch as
discovered.
many as we can. And we will call that good. Alright, well, I didn't get the charge bonus with my front line, so that was kind of a huge mistake. I was caught off guard by just how much range those spear units had. I thought they were spear skirmishers or spear bowmen, not spear slingers, so I was expecting them to have substantially shorter range. Did 11 kills with friendly fire, which isn't terrible. I had one unit of ambushers get 274 kills, which is quite a few. It is probably in my best interest to release the captives.
Nothing else. The mother protects travelers.
Alright, and now what we can do here is chase them down with one army. What does this army's?
I live to serve.
Oh, neither of them have leveled up yet. We can chase them down with one army and send the next to try and take the city. It should be somewhat poorly defended.
Thirsty for battle. On the move, lads.
Let's go ahead and move the High King over here. That may not have been the best choice for this army, since there are only one. There is only one unit that even has spears. But the campaign map movement range is nice. Let's go ahead and get the replenishment and then start working towards Warcry. Over here, we will probably go with pretty much the same, except we want to get these guys ready for sieges, so income from looting settlements would do just fine. Now let's go finish this army. Just go ahead and auto-resolve that, no point in fighting it.
The mother protects travelers.
Now, here's the question. Will the Iceni come out and attack me? If I think they will, I should obviously leave an army back here to play some defense. If I think I'm safe, then I can send them both down here to fight together and support each other.
Ready for orders.
It's difficult to say. Alright, we really don't have a ton of population available here either.
Death in battle, there is no minor ending.
Okay, we're limited on how many of those ambushers we can recruit,
Thirsty for battle.
which is fine. Let's actually
For the tribe.
recruit one of them in this army.
How can I help? We need good fighters.
And then that army should hopefully be ready to go. This army, now that it's recruiting, it also gets a slight bonus to its replenishment rate. Alright, public order is managed. Alright, things are looking pretty squared away. We're spending a decent amount of money, but we still have quite a bit in the bank. I hate when I have pacifist factions. It's the worst trait to have, in my opinion, because it is the most damaging to loyalty. I don't really feel like there's much point in sending them off to be a diplomat. I think I'm going to focus on destroying the Iceni next, rather than going for these guys on the southern coast. So let's send her off to that faction. Hopefully she doesn't get killed. That would be bad. It would cause loyalty problems. Alright, let's go to the next turn. Now, one of the nice things about the Irish having declared war on me is that they are fairly unlikely to actually send an army over and attack my capital. And if they do, I should at least be able to see it coming one turn in advance, because they will have to land from their transport ships, and that usually prevents them from moving very far afterwards. The problem is, it's going to be very, very difficult to get over to that city and attack it. Man, all of my diplomats are just being terrible. It's the worst. Alright, these guys should start recruiting like crazy. I kind of want to stay here for another turn because it's not always a good idea to go into enemy territory during winter. It will give them more of a chance to recruit, but I am fairly confident that we will be alright. So let's just go ahead and fortify to boost our replenishment rate a little bit further. And we will keep this army in reserve. I don't think I need to keep recruiting with this army at the moment. They don't have much in the way of infantry, but I'm not expecting to get attacked. What I do want to try is I want to try and get more population from my capital down this direction quickly. So I am tempted to recruit one of these two fine gentlemen as generals and have them start recruiting instead. Yeah, let's go ahead and recruit Tinkomaros. That's not particularly useful in this game, but whatever. Tinkomaros, you shall lead an army. Now, let's go ahead and start you off with some slingers, and then we can pick up some melee infantry afterwards. This is obviously going to hurt our income quite a bit, but that's how spending money works. Man, sometimes I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Alright, there's not really going to be any diplomacy available to us, so let's just go ahead and end the turn and move on to the next one. Alright, and I have no movement available. That is super cool. We are having an extreme blizzard that is completely preventing our armies from moving, and it is going to cause significant attrition over the end turn. So that is a major bummer. But it is what it is. There's only so much you can do about it.
I would walk to the other world for my tribe.
we'll just go ahead and keep recruiting in preparation for this next assault. And our manpower is going to be suffering from all of this attrition, but that's okay. Alright, we're getting pretty much to the end of where I normally would stop recording. So I think we'll go ahead and end this episode here today. And next episode we will probably have time to get down here to Moridinan and capture this settlement. And we will see where we go from there. As always, I hope you guys are enjoying. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one.